time for NFL Total Chaos, brought to you by Picks and Parlays. I'm your host, Allie Burns. You can follow me at Plus Money Honey. Guys, we have got a good one for you today. If you've been following along, you know that we have got a three in a row time NFL Total Chaos champion, and it's this guy right here, Mr. Chip Chirimbes. Hey, Chip, how's it going?
Just great. Totals. What do we know about totals?
Apparently, you know a whole freaking lot, man. You were 11-5. That was a big week. 16 games is no joke. You know, usually it's around 12 games on a Sunday. This was a big one. Week 17, 11 out of 5. You creamed Sean Hicks. He was 8-8.
Well,
it was the rematch.
I owe him.
You did. The first time these two played, the first time that Sean and Chip went head to head, Sean was 7-1 and Chip was 6-2. So Chip kind of owed him a beat down. Well, luckily you don't have any rivalry feelings towards your opponent today, or maybe you do. I'm not sure. We've got Kurt Alexander here.
We'll create one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
I was listening backstage, I guess you could say, and I was like, I hope he doesn't have a beef with me. I hope he doesn't owe me one.
No, come on.
I come in.
Not yet, anyway. No, not yet, anyway.
Let's win together, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. We've only got 6 games to do today, so nothing too intensive. We're going to do all 6 of the games from the Wildcard Weekend up ahead. Friends at home, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and drop your comments into the comment box. We want to know who you like too, all right? So if you haven't seen Total Chaos before, here's how it works. I'm going to give these guys the game, the total. They're going to give me 2 or 3 quick points on why they think it goes over or under. What we're looking for here is the consensus picks. When these two agree, that tends to be the most valuable of plays. Whoever wins comes back next week to do it again. Whoever loses switches and goes to another sport, basically. We do have 4 total chaoses going on right now. College basketball, NFL, NBA, and hockey is coming on Tuesday. So we're busy over here at Picks and Parlays. We're busy, y'all. All right, so let's get it started. Y'all ready to rumble?
Go ahead.
Let's do this.
Just to go ahead. All right. That's how he does it. All right. Chip, you're the champ, so you are going to go first. We've got the Colts at the Bills, numbers 51.5. What can you tell me?
Well, you know, when I first saw this game early in the week, I said there's no chance of it not going over. I felt the Buffalo's offense was just much too strong, and they put things together. And now all of a sudden the Colts have a running game, and I thought the game was destined to go over the total. I don't see it that way anymore at all. I think this game goes under the total in Buffalo.
Under, he says. What do you got here, Kurt?
Okay, you know, I've been following the Colts and this defense all year. And what it basically boils down to is this defense has these games where you have these explosions. Like, boom, against Green Bay, you have 35 points scored in the first half. Against Tennessee, boom, you get 35 points scored in the first half by the Titans offense on the Colts defense. So when Josh Allen is hearing this, that's Josh Boom Boom Allen, by the way, over there in Buffalo. And he's a cowboy. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but he's a cowboy. So when he hears about these Colts running wild on defense, you know what he says? I'm your Huckleberry. That's just my game. Over the total.
Over we go. So already we're disagreeing. All right. I like it. Kurt, you're going to go first here. This is the Rams at the Seahawks. I got a number of 42, boo.
Okay. So Rams and Seahawks. Defense. When these two teams played each other twice this season, the best bet, I'm just going to interrupt this little skit here for a second. The best bet is going to be on the sacks props. If you find a sacks prop, take that over the total. You have 11 sacks by the Rams on Russell Wilson in the 2 games they played him this year. You have 6 sacks by the Seattle defense on Jared Goff. You had Jared Goff with a banged up thumb. You have injuries on the offense for the Rams there. This just sounds like defense. The best defense is going to win this game. I like this game to go well under this total.
All right, Chip, how do you feel about it?
there's no denying it. We have the number one defense in the NFL in the Rams, the number one scoring defense, number one passing defense. Without question, they're the strongest suit of anyone coming against them. I mean, in this game. And who we playing here? Rams and who? Seattle. Seattle's defense was like one of the worst, and now they've gotten a little bit better. I don't know if they've gotten so much better. And I like this second stringer. I do. I think this game goes over the total. This would be the only total that I'd probably even think about playing on the day, and I'd play it over in the Seattle Ram game.
Over. All right. We're doing it again. We're disagreeing again. Defense, defense, defense. What girl doesn't love a good D? All right. Bucks at Washington. 44.5. Go ahead. I love it when I make y'all blush. All right. Go ahead, Chip.
Well, it just seems like with Washington's defense being where it is, that everyone's would gravitate toward the under in this game. But you have to remember the number 2 passing offense belongs to Tampa Bay, and this guy knows how to run an offense, I'll tell you that. And I think that this game is going to go over the total. Surprisingly enough, Washington may put up a few more points than expected. And I just think there's just too much attention being paid to the defense that the Redskins have, that the football team has, which is great. Absolutely fabulous. Only allowing 304 yards a game. I'm playing it over.
All right, Kurt, how do you feel?
I think I'm playing this game under. I was looking for a reason to play it over. My numbers, I did the numbers on this, Chip, landed right on 46, what the number is right now. And I was just thinking, great. So what are you going to do with that 46? Are you going to take it over or under? The Washington defense, everything trends to the under with Washington, but I'm going to look at their offense. Alex Smith has not been playing great, and I think the Tampa Bay defense could do just enough to cause problems to Washington's offense and moving the ball. We saw what they did against Philly. That was not impressive in a winner-take-all game. Philly gave that game away. I think Philly really could have beaten Washington last week, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It would be a similar conversation with the Giants, though. But, I'm taking this game under the total.
All right. We have not agreed on one yet, gentlemen. Not once. Okay. People at home, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. We've got a lot of great shows coming up all week, all month, all year long. You don't want to miss one of them, and drop your plays into the comment box so we can know who you guys like too. We're going Ravens at the Titans. Kurt, I think you're up. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I've been listening to just about everybody tell me that this game is going to go over. The numbers are saying that this game is going to go over. But you know what? I'm a Titans fan, and I've seen these two play. Do you know what 1996 was? 1996 was the year that the Baltimore Ravens became the Baltimore Ravens. That's their inaugural season. Since 1996, these teams have faced each other 25 times. Only once have they gone over the total of 54 since 1996. It doesn't happen.
A hell of
when
a
they face each other in the playoffs. Four times they faced each other in the playoffs. The highest total you've got in these playoff games is 40. It just doesn't happen with these two teams. I understand Baltimore's putting up great numbers. Tennessee has a great offense. I question why this total wasn't 56. I've seen 56 before on games. Why didn't we get up to 56? Because this has a chance to go under that 54.5.
All right. What do you say, Chipper?
I think I'm destined to go 0-6 here this weekend, unless we agree on something. Oh, no, I'm going to play the game over. That's, I just don't see Tennessee making a tackle. And I'm sorry for you. It doesn't happen too often. And the Ravens offense all of a sudden has become a juggernaut because they have more than one running back now. What was the kid's name from Dobbins from Ohio State? It was absolutely fabulous, All-American last year. He's really picked up the slack, and they have a formidable attack right now. I think the Ravens could put points on the board. I think the game goes over.
All right. He says over. I think today I did these games with Dan Kaiser and Nick Parsons, and they both took this one over as well. So there's a little more info for you people at home. They were overers as well. But none of them called out Kurt's stats. So maybe they didn't know about that. Maybe you should tell them, Kurt, send an email before anyone makes the bet.
That's an incredible stat. It really is.
When I first saw this number, because I've been watching it for years, when I first saw that 54, honestly, the first thing that came out of my mouth was no way. Okay? There's no way that this game's going over that total.
All right. So up next, we're doing the Bears at the Saints. Chip, you're first. I got 47.
Yeah, this game doesn't do too much for me. I think these two met earlier in the year, and a game had to go overtime. And now you have one of them was a 10-point favorite in a playoff game. I think the trends and everything say that you're supposed to take the underdog here in this situation. I just think it's a pretty strong number. But Chicago's had trouble generating points, and New Orleans' defense is one of the most underrated part of their entire club. And if they're coming to play defense here, I see points are going to be scarce. I'm looking to play it under, and it's a pretty high number, I think, considering. So I'll play the game under the total.
All right. How do you feel about it, Alexander?
I'm going to jump in the car with you on this one, Chip. I like this one under the total.
We got one. That was my Ghostbusters. Sorry, go ahead.
We only have one more chance at it.
Okay,
we have one more chance at it. Yeah. I'm definitely taking this game under as well. If you notice the Bears offense, they eat up a lot of clock, and they did last week against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers really didn't need that much time to put up the 35 he put up. But the Bears offense is more ball control. That will kind of drag the game. And more importantly, the Bears don't really put up points. So they'll have the ball for 10 minutes and still end up punting or, getting a field goal out of it. They're not going to be the ones that are going to help this game go over. I think New Orleans can put up the points. That 10, I really don't like, but I like this game under the total as well. I just don't see it from the Bears.
We have consensed. With one to go, we have consensed. All right, Kurt, you're up on this one. Oh, I can't go. Okay. 47.5. Browns are at the Steelers. What do you say?
I think this line is being manipulated by the COVID news. When I did the numbers for these games, I had this game going under the total. I think that Pittsburgh's offense hasn't been doing that well. They put up 28 against Indianapolis, but before then they were struggling against Cincinnati. It's the offensive coordinator. There are things just not working well with this offense. Cleveland has a good enough defense to keep this game close. I like this game to be a tightly, fought matchup here. I like this one under the total.
Okay, Chip, you getting in the car? You getting out of the car? What's going on?
No, I'm bailing out here. This is a national TV game. I see fireworks all over the place. I can see some score. It just at 47.5 seems like such a huge number. It looks like an inducement to me, like to play the game under the total. The Steelers, to me, are one-dimensional. They don't run the ball at all, and if they pass it, they're not going over the top anymore. Kurt, they're not scoring on any of these big plays. So, and maybe Mayfield is going to come to life here. I mean, last week they were playing the dead nuts under until the very, very end, and it got kind of crazy. But I think they're going to show a little bit more this week. And I like the fact that it's the final game of the weekend, and they're going to make it exciting for everyone. I'm going to play it over.
All right. Well, there we go. And I remember something big happened with the defense in the Browns. Like the Browns guy is gone, and then their coach guy is gone. And this was another one that Dan and Nick took over as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Elliot, yes, don't miss my morning Wood show, guys. I talk college basketball around 9 or 10 a.m. every morning. It's called Morning Wood, and I give out free picks. And I've been doing really well until yesterday. I had a 1-5 day, but we don't need to talk about that because everyone forgets about your 9-3 day when you have a 1-5 day. Am I right, guys?
Let's not talk about that.
Exactly.
I don't remember it happening.
Right, of course. Well, when you're a legend like yourself. So before we get to the recap, let me know what's going on the site with you, Chip. I know you're like 12-2 in the NBA. What's going on with you? Let the people know.
I've had a pretty good run, particularly in the basketball. Like you said, the NBA is going 12-2 the last 14, and then 7-3. My top plays on college basketball the past 5 days, and of course the NFL. My last 5 best bets have all won. So I'm really timing along here. You know, what can I tell you? I just want to give you. I'm putting out 3 games. They're already on the board right now at Picks and Parlays, and hopefully we'll get some buys and we'll turn some winners.
Yes, indeed. All right, Kurt, what do you have going on at the show? Or at the site? Sorry, this is the show.
7-3 in the last 7-3-1 in the last 2 weeks. NFL. I'm looking for another big week. I'm going to have 5 games up this week, Saturday and Sunday. Let's see how they do.
Killer. And are you guys going to do like your 3 best totals off of this show or something like that? Can they look for that over at the site?
It'll be
to turn in, do they?
Fair enough. But your 3 best ones, I mean, but I guess all of yours are your best ones, right, Chip? All right, so let's do a quick recap. Huh?
He only gives out the best.
Yes, that's just it. That's just it. So yeah, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, recap. Okay. Oh, people at home. If you're just joining us, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We've got a lot of great stuff coming your way. And then drop your comments in the comment box and let us know who you like. Even if it's after the fact, after the video's over, people watch these videos later on. They scroll through comments. So your picks might help someone out. You know, we can all consensus together. All right. So the Colts at the Bills, the number was 51.5. Chip went under, Kurt went over. Rams at the Seahawks. The number was 42. Kurt went under. Chip went over. Bucks at Washington was 44. Chip is over. Kurt is under. Ravens Titans 54.5. Kurt's under. Chip's over. You guys are like rolling down a hill. That's what I like. Over, under. That's what I feel is happening right now. Bears at the Saints. Chip is under it. Kurt is under as well. So you stopped. You like hit a rock or something. You split apart. Okay. And Browns at the Steelers, 47.5. Kurt's under and Chip is over. All right, guys. Any last words before we go?
Good luck.
Yeah, I was going to say
That's
the same thing. Yeah.
I guess that's all there is to say. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and joining us. I'll see the winner of this competition back again next week, right? There's NFL next weekend too, right? Or they have a bye, right? They wild card and then they break and then they go?
No, we're playing football.
Okay. I'm in basketball world. I don't care about that pigskin weird shaped ball anymore. I've got my wood back. I'm good. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. Huh?
No.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you.